Hi there, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Project Camper. Today, as the thumbnail suggests, I'm going to do a little bit of winter preservation, bit of winter upgrading. In the back I have a 100 litre water tank, and I have noticed that the weather's getting cold and it's beginning to condensate up. And because I bought a brand new mountain bike, I have noticed that the condensation is now on that, and I think it is coming from the water tank. So I've done a bit of research and I'm gonna remove everything out the back, take the tank out and insulate it, because later on in the year I'm gonna go to Scotland, and because the tank is a lot bigger now in the back. Before I only had like a 25 litre tank, it was never a problem. But now there's a bigger tank, a bit more condensation, and I don't want the water to run down the tank, get trapped in the van. So it's a bit of preventive maintenance as well, and to stop the water potentially from freezing, which I don't think it will, but you never know. It's never been a problem in the past, but there's a lot more water, bit of condensation, so it needs to come out and insulate it. So I want to future-proof the van. Also, not going to be done today, but with the thanks from 12-volt Planet, I've got some cable and some sheathing, or some conduit, and some brand spanking new crimpers, which I'm quite excited about, because I'm going to upgrade the cable from the battery to the DC to DC chargers. There is a little bit of a story behind that. Quickly, I did have a 300 amp alternator on the van, and the V6 is quite hard to get uprated alternators for. Normally they make a dual alternator bracket from Mercedes, and you have to bolt on another alternator, and then you have to have a remote regulator, rectifier, and all that malarkey. I've done a lot of research on this, because when I did ring up Mercedes, they said physically the 300 amp alternator will work, but that is normally for ambulances and stuff like that, and their charging system works completely different to what Mercedes originally, how they wire it up. Basically it goes from the alternator to the back for the ambulance, and then back to the front for the van battery, and they have an isolator switch so you can join all batteries together. And then it works on a completely different system. But I have done my due diligence and research, and I managed to get same engine, V6, but off of a 220 or a C220. I had to take the pulley off, but it fits. There's no issue with the overcharge protection that the Mercedes Lin bus has. So as far as the ECU and the fuse boxes and the alternator, everything's hunky-dory, and that's fitted now. So took off the 300 because that wasn't making any difference whatsoever, because it goes into charge over protection. So the 250 is on there and it's working perfect. At a later date, the reason say I will not rate the cable, and I say thank you to 12-volt Planet for that, is basically because I have a big power bank that was given to me by All Powers, and I want to be able to charge that whilst driving down the road. And the way you can do that is buying a Victron 20 amp DC to DC converter. And basically what you do is you convert the power coming out of that, and then you can use that and plug it into the XT60 connector, which is normally for solar panels, and it's quite happy at that. It's only 20 amps per hour, but that's more than adequate. So there are some few things that I want to do to the van to upgrade it, winterproof it, and make it a bit more, more power efficient, because at the moment the solar is not very good. 410 watt on the roof, and with the other MPPT, I can put the folding solar panel out and it helps. But at the moment we're only bringing in 28 watts. That's not even enough to charge mobile phone up. let alone fridge, freezer, Wi-Fi's 1 and 2, all the lighting, air fryer, oven, and everything else that's in here. So at the moment we're running on a little bit of a deficit. I think it's only about 86% on the battery, which is fine, but the reason why I wanted to do the two DC to DC chargers, once again thank you to 12 Watt Planet for them, is I want to be able to fast charge quickly. So I need to uprate my cable and future-proof the cable for any other, because it would be nice to one day to have more lithium. The idea is to take the 300 amp hour lithium battery and possibly get a Fogstar 600 amp lithium, so double the capacity. So that is the plan. But anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to click and subscribe, give me the thumbs up, and let's go into the back and, well, take it apart, and I'll show you hopefully how I'm going to insulate it. Now I'll probably try and do it on the table if I can. If not, I'll have to do it outside, and I'm in a public car park, so there might be some people around. But anyway, let's have a go and insulate the water tank. Right, let's get all this out. Wow. Look at all that in there. In here is the clamps for the crimping tool. Absolutely massive. I mean, look at that, the size of my hand. That is that. So let's take that out. And then, oh Christ, that's heavy. 75mm cable. So there's the positive and the negative, and the conduit for it. So if you see here, I've got a second MPPT focus and then my IP22 charger, and hopefully there is going to go the new, when I do get it, if everything's okay, the 20 amp DC to DC charger to charge up the all powers R2500. So water tank is there beyond my bike, so let's get that out. Okay, right, here's the water tank. It has got the water sensor on the top connected to the Victron, and I can't remember if I made that quick release, i.e. with like little bullet connectors on it. I can't remember, otherwise I'm going to have to take all the wiring all the way back to the servo, which is flashing right at the back there. This isn't too bad, I can just take that out. But when the tank is full up, it condensates up on the side here, and I don't want it to obviously drip down, get the wood wet, which it's a bit damp to be fair. So I need to turn that off and then probably take it from here and then turn it up so it doesn't leak out. What I might do is just put the pump on quickly and drain any water out in the pipes so it doesn't pee down. But yeah, I've got to take that out. Let's undo the ratchet strap. And hopefully it will come out. Right, let's get this out. Well, I clearly didn't make it quick release because I've heat shrieked it. heat shrinked it. That means I'm going to have to do it in situ. Okay, well, it is what it is. So, there you go. I should be able to do it, hopefully. But there is still water in there, so I'm going to have to drain that out. Bummer. Right, I've got it out. I've done it from the bottom there. Put that up, but yeah, this cable is going to be a bit of a problem. So I'm going to try to scoop out much of the water with a little cup or something. I think I'll water the garden with it. Anyway, let me get this water out. Right, so I've had a quick wipe around here. There was a little bit of like mould, bit like that. So I'm not really happy about that. I don't know what's going to go on there, but there was a little bit in that corner. I cleaned it all up. The tank's all nice and dry now. It's all nice and clean in there. So hopefully, let's get this unravelled. This is car insulation. Well, it's from car insulation. I'll open it up and I'll show you. Right, quite a lot of this blue stuff. It was well wrapped, I'll give it that. And it is supposed to be like 10 mil thick. I don't know, 12 mil, but it doesn't look like 12 mil, it looks like 8. Anyway, it's sticky back, so if you pull this back here, it's sticky. So now I'm going to hopefully trim up, make the best use of what I can. I might do a couple of layers on the bottom and put a little, if I've got any left I might put it on the back there just to insulate it a bit more. So let's start, I suppose. What I'll do is I'll probably just lay the tank down, just cut around it, see what happens. I'll probably leave this bit here not insulated. I might do some little corners or something like that. I don't 100% know, but let's see how it comes out. I'm pretty sure that you all know how to stick and peel, so I'm just going to do it and show you the end product. Hopefully it'll come out all right and you get some idea, because unfortunately I am in a car park and I don't really want to make too much noise and too much mess, because it is kind of them to allow me to stay here. So anyway, I'll come back and hopefully this will all be done. Right, I've decided what I'm going to do now. So I've put the tank on top of it. I'm just going to wrap it like that, so it's one continuous, basically up and around, and then just cut the sides, and that should give me plenty to put around the back there and underneath. So I think that might be a plan. Wish me luck. Right, on second thoughts, what I'm going to use is a Sharpie, and I'm going to turn it over because the Sharpie will come up and then I can cut it properly. So that's what I'm going to do. What a faff, but I want to do it right because I don't want to mess this up, because this is like 45 quid. So hopefully I can turn it all around, be on the back, and then cut it nicely with just a retractable knife. Right, so that's that bit cut, and hopefully that's going to wrap around. Nice big offcut there. We'll hopefully do the sides. And we've got all that up there to do all the back. Hunky dory. Right, let's stick this to that. This is where it could all go wrong. Right, back in a bit. Okay, so I've drawn a line all the way down, all the way that way. And hopefully, there's quite a lot still here. So instead of using a retractable knife, I'm going to use a pair of scissors. And hopefully that will be just the right amount. Now I have noticed that that line is not dead straight, but I'll worry about that in a bit. So let me cut this bit out and wrap it. It's like Christmas. Right, so I've started peeling back and this stuff is extremely sticky. So I don't really want to get any air bubbles on the side. So I'm not going to peel it completely and just stick it. So I'm going to do it gradually. So I just peel it back all the way down until it's completely wrapped. So it's quite sticky. So anyway, let's do that and see what it looks like. Okay, so that is the back side done, the underneath and the front side. Actually, no, sorry, that is the front side. So unfortunately I have run out a little bit here. That's my bad insulating skills, but this is my first time. So I'm going to do the sides, bit on the top, and then there's plenty there. I might wrap around it and see how much left I've got to put on the back wall. So let's try and do that. Right, so that is the front, the bottom, the side, and the back side done. And I've stuck a bit down there, which I'm going to do a little more with all the offcuts. So now what I might do is just like a bit on the top. I think I'll do that. I'm not going to go too mad because obviously I want to leave a nice sort of square, but I probably will later. Just get some of that foil tape and just go around the sides. I might even put some plastic edging around there just to protect the sides, and then obviously put the foil tape over the side. I haven't decided yet, but I'm quite happy with that. In fact, I'm very happy with it. No creases, nice straight lines, happy days. Right, let's get the top done. Right, that is the second layer. So I've gone all the way around and then joined it at the back. So it's a seamless 2 layers underneath, 2 layers. What we've got to do is now the top, but I've still got quite a lot left. So I'm going to put a piece along the back and along the bottom, and hopefully I'll have enough to do that corner there. But yeah, it's quite time consuming really to get it all nice and perfect, but I think that looks quite nice like that. It looks like a giant ice box. It's quite nice and warm already. Hopefully it won't cook the water. Might have overdone it a bit like everything else in this van, like with the insulation, but hey ho. Hopefully I won't have frozen water. Right, let's get that top bit done. Right, it is fully insulated. Double on the sides, treble on the bottom, and the bottom of the van, the side of the van there, and the back of the van. So what I've got to do now, it's all connected back up, put the top back on, like so, and ratchet strap it up. So there you go. That is one tank fully double and triple insulated. And then, as I said, at a later date I'm going to tidy up the edges, even though they're not bad. I'll put little corners on the top, just give it a little bit more, and then tidy up the edges with some foil tape. So that is it, job done. Right, tidy up this mess now. Right, there you go, ratchet strapped in, all ready to fit up tomorrow. I really can't be bothered now. It's night time and I've still got to put my bike away, my chair, my new cable, you can see that, and tidy up the back. So there you go. Oh. Well, that actually took longer than I thought it would do. It really did. Trying to get it all nice and perfect, or as good as I possibly can. Anyway, since the channel's been growing quite a lot this lately, thank you to the 281 new subscribers. That is just unbelievable. Thank you. It's so nice actually to see the channel grow. So I think I must be doing something okay. For those of you who are interested, I have started a members page where you can go in the community and you can join members. I've started it at 99p, so it's 99p a month. So you get badges, emojis, and you're going to get like extra content from like photos, me just being me doing stuff. So if you're interested in becoming a member, then just go on the community tab or the membership, click that and enjoy a little bit more content. You might enjoy it. Just go from there. As I say, I've just set it really, really low, 99p. That's all it's going to cost you, 99p. Wow, it's quite late actually. Wow, it's not late, but it's 5:15, so it's not really late. But considering that I finished work at 2 o'clock, got here at like 5:15, and I say it's like 5:15 now. So there you go. A quick, it's not quick actually, but it's a job well worth doing. Now I was thinking about, like, you know, it would be nice to have like a little cutout and then I can see like where the water level is, but then I do have the Victron Serbo, and I've put a sensor so I can see on my phone or on the GX screen, so I can see the level of the water anyway, so that's not too much of a problem. And to be fair, that's the reason why I put it in there, because I didn't want to keep going in the back shining a torch anyway, so I can just look at it. And to be fair, when the pump runs out, it just goes brrrr, so it's not too much of a problem. I know when I'm running out of water. So anyway, if you want, I will leave the link, because I got it from eBay, in the description, or because I'm not affiliated with them, but you know, it's time will tell if it's good or not. But as I said, in the back it is super insulated like the rest of this van, so hopefully in the summer I won't have boiling hot water, but it should keep it cool at the same time. That's what's up here anyway. Anyway, we'll end the video here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Give me a like and subscribe, and join me on the next video where hopefully I should start ripping the floor up or laying the 70mm cable to the back, and I'm really not looking forward to that. I'm really not. So anyway, beer o'clock. Bye everybody.